Hey, old farts. How are you? I hope everyone's okay. Good. Oh, there's the replay guy. All right. Well, good. Can you hear me okay? Everybody out there in the chat there? We got 5 or 6 people out there. Uh, there we go. Okay. Good. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in my partner for today. I'm sure everyone's familiar with him. Hi, Johnny. Hi, everybody. Stephen Drones. Yeah, Daryl. Hey, Daryl. W Drones. We met at the meetup there, or at the commercial UAV. Hi, Marcus.
Howdy.
Can
It's
you
an
hear
honor
me
to be here,
okay?
Bob. Yep. Yep.
You, yeah, my voice and everything's okay. We're not
You're
stuttering or
coming in.
doing any weirdness.
You're coming in 5 by 5.
Okay. Oh, good, 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 good. I'm really excited to have you here, Marcus. I thank you so much for taking this little bit of time with me, and I see you wore the right shirt.
I did. I did. Well, it's absolutely my pleasure, Bob, as you know.
Good, 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 good. So, what's new with you? Let's start there.
Well, Sarah and I recently got back from a trip to Hawaii, and I
Yes.
got to tell you, I flew drones every day, Bob. All I took was the little Mini 4 Pro with me. Uh, that
Yep.
is that is the quintessential travel drone. That little Mini 4 Pro can do about
It's
anything. And one of my concerns was, hey, there's going to be wind on the islands, etc.
yeah.
I flew on some pretty windy days, and that little drone did
Yeah.
just fine. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got to fly in Hawaii for quite a bit there. This is going back a couple years now ago, but I had the Mini 3 Pro, I think, and I had the Air 2S with me, and zero problems. Flying in the wind there.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I thought about, packing the Air 3, right? Because the Air 3, well, a couple of reasons. Number one, it is more powerful, and
Yeah.
nothing's going to stop it. But also to have that telephoto lens would have been kind of a handy thing to have, the
Yeah.
3 by telly that's on the Air 3. However, it's just enough bigger, and it takes up just enough more space in your kit that it makes the Mini 4 the perfect choice, because
Oh,
it's so
here's
compact,
my
so easy to carry.
Mini 3 is right here. I mean, it's size of my palm. And I have a small hand, so
Uh,
it.
Cue the Donald Trump jokes. However, I'm sorry, I can. But however, the other thing about the mini drones, as opposed to like the Air 3, is they are so much less obtrusive. People don't even notice them.
Yes.
Although I did run into uh, one quasi official that didn't like me flying a drone at one spot I was
Mm,
at. Uh,
yeah.
I knew I was I knew I was legal. I knew I was fine, but
Yeah.
this individual said, "Oh, you're going to hurt the hawks, and if your drone hits a hawk, it's going to kill it." Well, I don't know that my
Wow.
drone would hit a hawk, but and even if a hawk
Yeah.
attacked that little mini drone, I can't imagine it would do too much damage. But you never know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful place to fly, and I mean, they're just some unbelievable scenes to see there. Those solid green mountains, and ferns that are taller than my house.
Right.
It's just amazing. You know.
Yeah, and but to your point, if you go
So
to Kona,
anyway, let me say hello to all of our chat room here. We got quite a few people here. What's that? Oh, I
Nothing for me,
didn't
Bob.
hear
So
you
I don't know.
about Kona, Marcus.
Oh yeah, I was a little earlier was talking about
Oh, am
Kona.
I having trouble?
Yeah, I think you're
Huh?
might be a little delayed, Bob. Again, yeah, kind of same thing that was happening the other day, huh?
Yeah. Huh? I don't know what's going on here. I had restarted my computer right before the show here, just in case that I was having the same kind of weird sound problem here. And now you're like cutting in and out on me here. Hmm.
Okay. Well, that's
You're
not
hearing
good.
me okay?
I hear you perfectly. I hear you 5 by 5.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully it's just on my end here. I don't know what's going on there. So anyway, let me go down the list here. W Drones, which is Daryl, who I met at the commercial UAV. He's in the chat here. Stephen Drones, of course, is there. Hi, Steve. We've connected many times. Johnny Drone Flyer is watching us today, and of course Marcus is in there, and Brian at Waypoints New England is there. Good. Steve Anderson, how are you? Hi, Izzy. Hey, Izzy, how are you? Let me make you a moderator here. I like everybody to be a moderator. So I like you to be able to connect to other people, and being a moderator gives you the opportunity to do that. Izzy G is Isaiah, who is a Las Vegas Fire and Rescue person here from the Las Vegas Fire Department. And we had a fairly lengthy conversation yesterday about the fire department and the Vegas drone meetup. And we have so much involvement here with our local both police department and fire departments, and I'm looking forward to what's going to transpire here. But also, John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media up in Kalamazoo there. John, we're thrilled to have you here today. Dave Cullen in the UK. You know Dave, right, Marcus?
I do, of course. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hang on, I'm going to try something here.
Yeah, you're getting a little delayed, Bob. Could it
Wonder
be?
if I
Are you?
put this in a smaller window, if that makes a difference.
Yeah, I wonder if it has to do with recording the
Uh, I
stream or
I
something. I don't
lost
know.
you when you said, "Could it be?"
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Possibly
know.
recording the stream.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Hey, Audrey, hugs right back at you.
Well, I'm going to. Oh, is Audrey in the chat now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So I just timed that. There's about
Yeah,
a
Audrey Dempsey hugs to Marcus. There she is. Okay.
that
Michael
seems
Wright
that
is there.
there's about a 5 or 10 second delay. It
Yeah,
seems, Bob, from when I'm talking and you're hearing it.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure why or that would be. I'm. I don't know what to do here at the moment. If I should try to restart or not restart or whatever. I had quite a few things here I wanted to show and bring up here. Uh, so Scott Jackrabbit, he's here, and Yep. And John K, I'm happy to see you there. And DeMarco is watching us here. Wow, we're getting quite a crowd here today. I'm sure it's because of you, Marcus. So
I got an idea, Bob.
I'm not hearing you at all.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got an idea. What if you muted StreamYard on your computer and then but then logged into StreamYard on it like your iPhone or something and got the audio from there? I wonder if it would make a difference. I don't know. I'm just spitting in the wind.
I could try.
Just a thought. I don't know.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the phone here now. I'm gonna
I know
get
this is
the
frustrating for our
StreamYard link
viewers.
should be right there. Yep. Okay.
Please hang in there with us. We'll get this figured out.
Yep. Just give me I'm loading it up on the phone here to see if that makes a difference.
That way
I
you could
had
get
this
your
problem before, and of course I checked my internet, and it's still stalling here. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to get it to work here, and then I'll see if I
so
could
Bob,
join from my phone and see if that works. That
yeah,
might work better.
you focus on that, Bob, and I'll keep our audience entertained while you're messing around with that, and then just jump right in when you're ready to go.
Go ahead. Yes. Tell them
But
what's going on.
yeah, Audrey
Okay.
is saying, hey, we want to see everybody in November. I think that's a great idea. That's going to be a lot of fun. We are all so looking forward to the I'm going to call it the Great Las Vegas Drone Meetup. It's going to be pretty wild. And I happen to have been to the Green Valley Ranch, which is kind of the headquarters for the meetup. I've been there before. It is a beautiful facility, and you're not going to want to miss it. I think that there's uh, I know that Bob and Tom have a lot of activities planned, and you're going to find plenty of things to do. And they've also lined up some amazing sponsorships, some pretty big name sponsors that are going to be giving away a lot of stuff, and that always is fun. That always adds a lot of fun to it. I am so looking forward to Bob and Tom showing us places to fly in Nevada that I probably have never occurred to me before. Uh, it's a chance to network with your fellow drone pilots and learn all that. There's so many changes going on in our situation. As you know, I consider myself, I have a Part 107, but I consider myself a hobbyist. Really, I don't really do any commercial work with my drone, but it's still important that we understand all the regulations, how to get waivers, how to get Lance approval when you're flying in controlled airspace, etc. And this is your opportunity to network with people and get a chance to learn all that and do it in a beautiful location, eat some great meals, and have a good time, and get to hang out with Bob and Audrey Dempsey, of course, and Tom will be there as well. And I understand there will be
Yeah.
quite a few celebrities there too, so it'll be exciting. So I'm gonna looks like Bob's back in his chair, so I'm gonna stop talking for a second.
I am, but I don't. I'm not being able. It's just not loading on my phone here. I'm going to try it again here, but oh, now it says I'm entering the studio.
So one of the things, Bob, that I noticed just then when you came back in and sat
Okay,
back down,
copy the
there was
link.
much less delay than there was before. You answered just almost as quickly as you sat down. So I don't know. Kind of hard to figure out. So Audrey is mentioning in the chat that there are going to be people from DJI there that are going to help new folks learn how to fly. So if you've never flown a drone before, this is your opportunity. And if you're interested in the basics of it, there's going to be a ton of people there that'll be more than happy to help you out, including me, including Bob, and including Audrey. Audrey's got her own favorite little DJI Mini too. So, John Flynn, a yodeler, huh? I don't know about that yet. Out on the Snake River Canyon. John, I think you're going to have to be next time. John, I am assuming that you're coming to. I can assume that you're coming to.
Okay, hang on. I'm getting feedback here, so let me. How is that? Are you getting feedback on your end there, Marcus?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me drop out.
Yeah, hopefully you could mute the mic on one or the other of them, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna drop that out altogether. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Well, that's working.
Do we have any? So no more delay?
No, I'm not getting the delay, but of course I'm not on my computer there. So
yeah, you won't be able to present.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here with this computer and why I would be getting such a poor thing here. But I'm going to get a hold of StreamYard support here is when we get off of here, you know.
Light them up, Bob. Light them up.
All good, all good. So I did want to, take a few moments to talk about this date today, 9/11. What I won't be able to show you is I had a few pictures pulled up for today for the, the ceremony of 9/11 and that the worst terrorist attack on our country. I know that's, of course, where Tom is today. They are every fire station in the city of Las Vegas and Clark County are having ceremonies today at each one of the stations, and they're having a big one at Station 5 here in Las Vegas. And so I know that's where Tom is, and I know that there's quite a few. I think about 10 retired New York fire department of New York members who live retired here in the Las Vegas area, and they are all together today. And it's quite a day. I know that I lost a good friend that day. I had a person who was a friend and a leader in our Buddhist organization was able to get on an earlier flight that day, and he was on flight 11, and so we lost him that day. And so it was not just a national tragedy. For me, it was a personal tragedy. And but it was truly, a situation that none of us ever want to repeat.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. That was, it's one of those situations, Bob, you and I are old enough there's a few events that will stick with us forever. The day President Kennedy was assassinated. I even though I was a little guy, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is, 9/11 is one of those kind of events
Yeah.
that you absolutely remember exactly where you were and what you were doing. I was reading an article today that was kind of interesting. If you think about it, there's a whole new generation now that were born after 9/11. So for them, it's more in a historical context, where for a lot of us that are a little older, it's
Hmm.
boy, it's just still an open wound.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, yeah, it's 23 years. Doesn't seem like it was 23 years ago. I'm sure, that's just a part of being an old fart is that, time, when I was a kid, they said the older you get, the faster time moves. And I said, no.
Yeah. Well, to kind of put it into context, I remember my father talking about and he was a fairly young man at the time, talking about Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, that was just born in the 50s. That was all just history to me. But to him, it was real and it was scary. And yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I see we have some stories in the chat here too about it.
yeah.
Of course, Audrey is relating. We were in Italy to photograph a wedding, and they were supposed to be married on that day, and they got delayed a day because in Italy, even if you have all the paperwork before anyone will perform a wedding ceremony, you have to get signed off by the church. So they had to pause for a day to go meet the guy at the church, the priest at the church, and get his approval before a civil ceremony could happen. Yes. So it was, it was quite a time, and Audrey and I were stuck in Europe. We couldn't fly back. There was no flights for many days there, as you know. And we almost are hesitant to tell people how we spent this extra week in Europe. Um, we wound up. We had an extra train pass, and we wound up in Nice for the south of France. Is where we hung out for a week after 9/11.
Yeah, I get that. I get why you would be concerned about that, but really there was nothing else for you to do, right? And so
No,
you're there. You couldn't go home. You couldn't do anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
people, I have to tell you, the people in France were so incredible. In Italy and France, they when they found out you were an American, which I guess were pretty obvious, but I mean, they were like hugs and flowers, and just they went out of their way to be nice to us.
yeah.
I
You know, you mentioned so the UK, they lost thousands of people, or no, I don't know about thousands. They
Yeah,
lost a lot of people in that 9/11 too, because I'm trying to remember what there was a company or something that was in the Twin Towers that had a number of UK employees, so it hit them hard as well.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean we the 3,000 something. I don't have the exact number of the people that died that day. I mean, it was earth shattering, for
Well,
sure.
and it continues to be a tragedy too because of what it did with the toxic uh, dust and chemicals and stuff that
Yes,
came along. Yeah, a
to
lot
this
of the
day.
firefighters, yeah, they're still dealing with
Yes,
cancer and some other things that were directly attributable to that
yes,
day.
to this day. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So let's move along, Marcus. I know, I know your butt's a little red about not having a Neo. Tell me,
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
yes,
If yeah, you know, well, we've talked about that a lot. You and I have, and
Yes.
I think we talked about it on Drone Nation. But yeah,
Yep. I mean, I have to tell you, I mean, my initial thought is, I know that, just on Monday, they ran that bill through the House of Representatives on the day that Congress reconvened, and Elise Stefanik, spoke on the floor of the House, and quite a few other people, and they ran that bill through the House. It still, of course, is got to pass the Senate, and got to get through the Senate, and but I mean, this is something that we do not want to see. And if any of our listeners have not already communicated with their senators in their state, every state has two senators, and if you type in who is my senator and put your zip code into Google, I guarantee you'll find it, and you'll find a phone number for that senator's local office and their Washington, D.C. office. And I strongly suggest that you call both of those phone numbers, and make sure that you say, I am opposed to it's House Resolution 2864 is what they passed, because that was not included in the National Defense Authorization Act in the Senate. So this is what their workaround is. They're going to pass it as a separate bill in the House and move it to the Senate. So we definitely need to communicate with your senators. Now is more than the last minute. Now is the absolute moment that you need to do this. So,
Bob, it feels like you always have heard the expression "shooting yourself in the foot."
yes,
That's how this feels collectively as a country. We're shooting
yes,
ourselves in the foot. We're denying ourselves the best technology for our first responders. Let alone we're hobbyists, and of course, it's a big
yeah,
deal to us. Secondly, I even could kind of maybe understand a little bit of protectionism if we had an industry that we were trying to protect. There is no real American drone industry. It does not exist. It may be a
right,
little bit on the commercial side, a little bit, but on the consumer side, it's non-existent. It doesn't
yes,
exist, and so it's shooting ourselves in the foot.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the I've heard directly from DJI uh, last week at the Commercial UAV Expo. Um, they've had they had over um, 280 conversations with staff members of Congress since the August when the NDAA bill passed the House until last week. So I mean, it has made a difference. So there are people. If you communicate to your representatives, request that you can have a conversation with your representatives. And they will schedule a. Typically, they want to use Microsoft Teams. If they agree to a conversation, they will send you a Microsoft Teams invitation, which works very much like uh, Zoom or StreamYard or anything else. It's not difficult to do, and you can do it through a browser. And so there's a real a little bit of a learning curve, but just not much different though. But anyway, that's how they want to. They feel that's the most secure meeting method, so that they can have conversations with constituents. And so I encourage you to do that. If anybody's out there that's thinking this is serious enough that maybe I should try to talk to my senators, this would be the time to do that.
Bob, has anybody, I know you've had a lot of conversations with your representatives and with DJI directly. Has anybody ever been able to define to you what the security issue is with DJI drones? In other words, what is, we're all, because we all talk about carrying around our cell phones and they track us and everything. What does a DJI drone do that is more nefarious than our cell phone or our television or anything else?
I have not heard a solid answer to that question. I absolutely, positively have not heard this is the problem, or this is the evidence that they are, all of that talk today or yesterday, or Monday, whatever. It's it is now all the conversation they had about DJI drones in the House of Representatives is currently on YouTube. You can watch the entire proceedings, a C-SPAN video of all the proceedings of what transpired there. And I have to tell you, they are spewing non-facts. I don't want to say lies, because
I get you. No, we do have to be careful with how we talk about it, because you don't want to accuse anybody of However, like you said, they're ill-informed may be a better way to describe it.
Well, you can tell that they are spewing something that a lobbyist from another company has told them and donated money to their re-election campaigns. Okay. Yeah. I am more than, I'm positive of that. And I know that there is many other people in the industry that are extremely positive of that. But anyway, so it did pass, which it had already passed the House of Representatives, but now it has passed as its standalone bill.
It's a bill, right?
Right. It's a standalone bill, and now the bill is going to the Senate. And the situation is to organize a bill in the Senate to be passed in the Senate, and then it would go to the president. So, and at that point in time, if that happens before October 8th, then we're not getting any NEOs.
Right.
It's crazy, but that's what's happening here. Now,
Bob, I may be misinformed, but I thought that existing products that were already approved wouldn't be affected.
I think that not immediately, but they could be retroactive. And if the NEO physically isn't in the United States at the moment, or hasn't gone through the customs procedure, then we may have a situation where they're not going to approve the customs import of those.
So I also, my understanding was that, say it's an existing product, like let's call it the Mini 4 Pro, that they could still, because it's already had its FCC approval and all the regulatory approval, that DJI could still continue to sell those. They could continue to bring them in. They could continue to sell them. wouldn't the Neo fall under that? And I may have it wrong. I'm not saying
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I did communicate with a person right before the show today, and he's directed me to somebody's Twitter site that I was gonna pull up here in just a minute, but you know, I still don't understand what's going on with my. I don't know if there's a setting in StreamYard that I've inadvertently made or done something weird with. I don't know. So, uh, but anyway, that you know,
I'll
I'm
tell
not
you,
able.
Bob, you look damn good on your iPhone. I want you to know that.
Well, thanks, Marcus. You know, I'm sitting at my desk here and with the phone in my hand here. It's kind of crazy to do this, but anyway,
You know what else, Bob? Is your
oh,
audio from your iPhone is really good too.
oh, good. Well, man,
Yeah.
then I may should just you know, mount this up here, and I wonder if wait, you know, I haven't tried turning it sideways. I wonder if it's gonna.
Look at that.
Oh,
See?
oh, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, re-put me in there like a normal vision there. Yeah,
Switch to the
well, we're
landscape.
seeing the whole same thing there. You know, there's my computer that's not working right, and we come around to there's Jackie.
There's
You
Jackie.
know, yep, backpack Jackie. I've I don't know if I should give up, but I've been sure trying to get her to come to Las Vegas. You know, we'd like to see her and Craig here. You know, I think that would be fun.
Wouldn't that be a blast? Yeah.
I
So
know.
listen, are you and Audrey thinking about going to Spain in 2025 for when they have
I
the drone speakers meet up?
we haven't talked yet about it, but we're thinking about it. You know, we are doing this cruise before the South Florida drone meetup. I don't know if you know, I did mention it a couple times on at other shows here. I don't know if that message has got across to a lot of our friends, but we're yeah, as you know, Audrey is a cruise travel agent, and she has put together 5 or 6 group trips so far for, you know, groups between 14, 15 people to 25 people. And we've gone on these cruises with a group, and where then she's able to get a lot of things done special for the group, a lot of perks that you know, you wouldn't just normally get. And you know, I know when we went to Italy, you know, we our whole group got invited to reception with the captain and different extra activities. We had a cocktail party at a private cabana on, you know, that was, you know, done, and with, you know, there was a variety of wonderful things that happened, you know, because of Audrey, and because of it was a larger group, and a lot of fun. So anyway, March 22nd, we are leaving from San Juan, Puerto Rico, which flights to Puerto Rico are not that bad. And the
Puerto Rico is the United States, by the way.
yes,
A
yes,
lot of people don't understand that. Puerto Rico is the USA
is a U.S. territory.
territory.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they vote, but they don't pay taxes. Is that the story?
Well, yeah, they vote, but they don't. I don't think they have representation in government,
In go,
etc.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I know that
yeah.
there's an effort to you make them a state. There's a, you know,
I
there's a
think that's
strong
great.
effort to make Puerto Rico the 51st state. You know.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, but we're leaving from San Juan, and we're going to most of the what I would kind of say is more the upper end of the Caribbean. St. Kitts, St. Bart's, St. Martin. Uh, will probably be on both the Dutch side of St. Martin and the other side of the French side of St. Martin. One side's French and one side's Dutch. And I mean, it's a
What about
beautiful place.
St. Thomas? St. Thomas. That's the U.S.
Yeah, that's the U.S. Yes, that's the United
And by the
States.
way, on St. Thomas, they drive on the wrong side of the road, even though they are a U.S. Anyway, I'm sorry,
oh,
Bob.
oh, we've had that experience, huh, Audrey? Huh? That's been quite an experience. I'm thrilled to tell you, Audrey drove in when we were in Ireland because I would have got totally confused.
Discombobulated.
Yes. Well, the steering wheel's on the other side of the car, and you
Right.
drive the car on the other side of the road. I mean, it's doubly weird, for us, I guess, there. So anyway, and we're coming back to San Juan on April 1st. So it fits perfectly to then, we may go up to Du Bois Park. What's that city called?
In Jupiter.
Jupiter, yes, Jupiter, Florida, and then from Jupiter come down to Stewart, Florida, for the South Florida Drone Meetup. We don't want to miss that, and Audrey wants to come again, of course, and she's had such a great time at that 1 year before last, and I have to tell all the ladies out there. And guys, bringing your wife to the South Florida Drone Meetup or to the Vegas Drone Meetup is really a great idea. And I have to tell you, those who have to fight with their wives about buying drones, get your wife hooked.
Involved.
And then they don't fight you that much about buying that next drone. It's a fact. They want their own. I'm sure everybody's.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So I should probably have Sarah buy a Corvette, huh?
It would be a really good idea, Marcus. I think she needs a little pink convertible Corvette. I mean, if you got her something like a 62 convertible, 63 convertible, hot pink, I think that would be right.
Yeah, understood. No, you make a great point. Is so? I went to Florida last year by myself, and I had a great time. But I think Sarah definitely regretted not coming with me because I was calling her every day, telling her what I was doing, where I was going,
Yeah,
where places we were eating, and all that stuff. Well, she
yeah,
was really feeling left out then, and I think
yeah.
she definitely wishes she to come. She will for sure come to both Las Vegas and Florida next year.
Great.
So,
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, we.
hey Bob, I want to. This cruise is on Virgin Cruise Lines, right? And that's a
Right,
little bit
Virgin
different than
Voyages.
most Virgin Voyages. It's a little bit different than most cruise lines. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we did last spring this past spring we did a little 5-day cruise from Miami, round trip Miami, and we've been on maybe 20 cruises, I think. I don't know, maybe not that many, but a lot of cruises and on different lines, and so we've seen the usual. On Virgin, it's really different. It is really different. First of all, it's adults only. You have to be over 18.
I just want to interrupt you for just a second. I just got a text message from another good friend of ours that says he's in the back room.
Ah, okay.
I'm
Really?
sorry to interrupt. I just wanted you to
No,
figured you'd
that's
go
good.
to bring him
I'm,
in
I'm trying to figure out how to do that on my
on your
phone.
phone as opposed to your computer. I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Uh, Ron, if you can hear us, just hang in there, buddy. We're working
Hang on
on it.
for 1 second here.
Uh,
Guest. Wait a minute. There it is. Our secret guest today. Wait a minute.
he'll
Add.
be
There
here
we
any
go.
moment. Any moment.
Also joining from my phone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. And look who I got with me today.
Who's that?
Juicy Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lucy.
Lucy, I want to get Lucy on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
good deal.
And she's busy
We
today.
love
There's
Lucy.
a lot of tourists down here.
Oh my goodness. Goodness. Anyway, so let me finish about Virgin.
Yeah.
No kids. Hang on, Ron. We're talking about Virgin Voyages. No kids, and so
No kids.
and no um upcharge for upscale restaurants. There is no buffet on this cruise ship. There is multiple. I almost think it was like 20 restaurants on the cruise ship, and you could go to any one of them, and it was phenomenal food. We had, I mean, it was better than any. We've been on a lot of cruise lines, and it was tremendous. And they have a pizza kitchen that's open. I think it's open 24/7, and you can walk in there and get a pizza of any kind that you want, made exactly the way you want it, anytime. They have an ice cream shop called Lick Me Till I Die or something like that. It's and I mean, it's all a little more adult orientated. They have a couple parties that are, a lot of people showed up in their underwear, a lot of young ladies in negligees and stuff like that. And it was a different fun, kind of thing than a normal cruise. And the entertainers, who also kind of double as the cruise directors. One was this gorgeous young girl who sang phenomenally, and the other one was a 6'7" drag queen. So it was a little different than normal.
Yeah.
I'll be in bed. I'll be in bed before all that stuff starts. Bob, it doesn't sound like Marcus are going to lose any weight in this cruise.
No, you guys will not lose weight
man.
on this cruise. It is not designed for that.
I was going to tone up and slim down on the cruise.
I think you need to diet before the cruise.
Okay.
Get ready
Ron,
for this.
Your phone, turn it this way.
I would, but
are you on a stand?
This whole thing could go up in a puff of smoke if I touch anything.
Yes,
okay.
I understand that.
I was a janky connection trying to get to this point here, so I don't want to touch anything until it's over.
Yeah, no, it was difficult there for me too. There, I seriously, I think I have some sort of setting in my StreamYard. The other day, what I did is I had the settings opened, and only thing I thought I did was I changed it into dark mode. And ever since I did that, I've been having this trouble with it. So
well, you're a lot better today than you were Monday night.
Well, I'm on my phone. Yes,
oh,
He switched to his phone. Yeah, Ron. When we started out, it was the same delay. So.
Oh wow! Wow!
I had restarted the computer, about 15 minutes before we started. And so, and I also on the computer, I did a speed test, an Oogla speed test, and I was getting like 500 or 600 upload and 700 download. I mean,
so it wasn't your connection.
It's not the connection. It's something with StreamYard is what I'm believing it is. So
wow,
I may have to just reset my whole my whole account or something. But I'm connecting with StreamYard's support people as soon as this show's over.
And they're going to get a piece of his mind, Ron.
Yeah.
They're going to get a piece of Bob Dempsey's mind.
Well, Bob, in the meantime, why don't you try one of the other streaming platforms to see if you have the same issue with something else?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I mean,
like eMuxer. eMuxer, what's the real popular one everybody uses for business?
Yeah, well, Zoom, of course.
Zoom. Yeah, try Zoom or something and see if it occurs on somebody else's streaming platform.
Microsoft Teams or Google Meet. I've done, I've done all of them, kind of thing.
I have a drone-related question. Typically, when Ron Brown is over there by Lucy, he's flying a drone. Ron, are you out flying today?
Well, I flew this morning, but I did get near Lucy or whatever. I don't have a drone with me handy, but guess what? Why I say I don't want to touch anything, Marcus, I'm on the Osmo Mobile 6, so I don't want to mess with any buttons until.
Good.
But I do have the Insta 360 X4, which is kind of you can fake a drone shot with it.
Ah,
yeah.
So according to Bob on that cruise ship, I may have to take the X4 with me and get my fake drone shots.
Yes, I know.
Now, Bob, do they don't have anything against 360 cameras, do they?
I don't think so. And I have to tell you that yesterday, Audrey had a conversation with them about we're bringing multiple drone professionals and see if there was some sort of method that we can bring drones on this cruise ship. We thought it was a check-in, check-out kind of situation.
I can't wait to meet some of these professionals.
Hey, good point, Bob, because at the very least, we're all going to be traveling to the drone meetup. So even if we don't fly them anywhere on the cruise, we're going to have them with us.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, there has to be a mechanism that we can carry them on as luggage or something.
Right. Or, check them in with security and check them when we leave. I mean, or when we get off the cruise ship. I mean, I know I have friends who fly drones in San Juan. I mean, I know legal places that we can fly in San Juan and and a variety of other and he has connections in St. Bart's and St. Kitts and other places. And
I think
now, Bob, I heard you talk about San Juan or Puerto Rico not being a state, but they could vote. Does Puerto Rico have the same drone rules and regulations as the United States? Like, in other words, will our Part 107 be good in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the FAA covers San Juan. Yes.
Puerto Rico.
Hey, I just saw something in the chat, Bob, that's probably of interesting to you. So Johnny Drone Flyer is saying that if you make sure that echo cancellation is off, because that could affect that delay. So good catch, Johnny. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And keep Johnny and everybody in Hammond in your prayers today. They got Hurricane Francine heading their way later today.
They're bearing down on them, and but Johnny's prepared. I spoke to him earlier, and he's got a couple of gas generators. They got food ready. He says, hey, possibly they could be out of power or something for a while. But
so the Fly for Fun show could be in jeopardy later tonight?
Well, he's got a generator, Ron. So maybe not.
How about an internet connection?
Well, internet, as long as you got a generator to power your router, right? I don't know.
Especially, well, or you could go on phone again, like Bob is.
You
Yeah.
absolutely could. Yeah,
Cellular.
yeah.
Well, Bob's probably hooked up to his house network, but I'm completely
No.
on cellular here, guys. I'm on T-Mobile 5G internet or whatever. I'm not hooked up
That's
to
what
any
I'm on.
routers or whatever.
When I tried to log in on my phone on my network into StreamYard, I had a problem and I canceled my Wi-Fi and I'm on 5G right now. And it seems to be working better than.
This show is sponsored by T-Mobile 5G.
Yes, exactly who I'm on.
I think T-Mobile ought to pay for Bob's and Audrey's cruise, is what I think. Or Ron.
That would be a wise move on their part. Yes, it would.
Bob, I saw we have internet in the ship. Do you know who the provider for that internet on the ship is? Could it be T-Mobile?
I don't know. But I do know that they discounted for me when we were on. They gave me a dirt cheap price for the high end internet on the cruise ship, and it was I think I had to pay $40 for the entire cruise or something like that.
That's great.
That's awesome. And it was wonderful. Yeah. I mean, I did a lot of live streaming from there.
Are you saying, Marcus, I may be able to do a live drone nation from the cruise ship?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Would that be the first ever? Would that be the first ever live drone show from a cruise ship?
I don't. It would be wonderful. Wouldn't that be great? And then we could go right from there to the South Florida Drone Meetup and do it live again from there.
Well, that's been done, but we Marcus and I have gone live from the South Florida.
I know, from the lobby of the Hampton Inn.
Well, we did it from the swimming pool one time. Oh no, that was that was Kelly Shores.
And one time we went live in the Motel 6 at the Space Center.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, but doing one live from the cruise ship, that might be a interesting thing there,
We have to get the captain's permission.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem. So anyway, if any of the other listeners out there, if you are interested in the cruise part of the South Florida Drone Meetup here, text me, contact me on Messenger, or my email is really simple to remember. It's bob.dempsey@me.com. I'd be, it's a pretty simple email, and send me a message. I'd happy to call you back, and we'd love to have everybody, join us and make this kind of a little pre South Florida, little cruise. I think it's going to be fun, and we have a few people already signed up, and I'm hoping this is going to be a fun time.
Or just stuff a whole bunch of money in an envelope and mail it to Bob.
I'm not making anything on it. It's it's a lot of fun. So we don't want to make money. We want to enjoy the time with our friends.
Enjoy your friends. Absolutely.
Yep. That's the idea. And that's the same with the Vegas Drone Meetup. We're not making any money on the Drone Meetup. I know we're charging $50 a person, the $49.95, but that's we're certainly. I think you're probably getting a goodie bag with about $100 worth of stuff in it when you check in here. So it's I haven't got a solid exactly what you're going to get in that goodie bag, but there's going to be quite a few things there. We're looking forward to that. Yeah.
I heard it could be a little a little Neo drone in that bag.
Could be, could be. I have to tell you, they sent me a few gifts that they ahead of time, and one of them was this round circle case. It's it's a clear case. It's a clear cover here, kind of thing, and it has a strap that goes on it here. And I have already seen online somebody had this exact case, and it exactly fits a Neo, fits in
that?
here perfectly. I mean, it's but I mean, when they sent it to me, I like, what the hell is this for?
Actually, Bob, it looks like a woman's handbag from the '60s.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of a, and we have a red orange one also downstairs. And, so like I say, I don't have a lot to promise at the moment, but just telling you what they're showing me so far. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really, it's a perfect time of the year. November here is like we alternate between putting the air conditioning on and maybe putting the heat on at night. It's it's a beautiful time of the year. It really is there. So yes, I'm
looking forward to finding some new places to fly in Las Vegas. I know, you and Tom will know all the good spots, and so it's going to be fun to check all that out.
There's a lot of great places that we're putting together like a group. Each place is maybe, some of them might be 20 minutes drive from the hotel. Some of them might be, I know Tom and Ken Dono are definitely going to make the 2-hour drive from Las Vegas to what's called Lake Dolores. And Lake Dolores is between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. And it was when I first moved here, it was the fun spot to go to. They had water slides that moved into a lake and into a big fake pond kind of thing. And I mean, it was the premier water park 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And it's now been abandoned. And it is the hot spot to fly your Avata in, FPV in this, all the structures and everything that were out there. And I know we went out last time, it was me and Tom and Ken Dono and Sean Oz. We drove out there all together during the broadcasters show, the National Association of Broadcasters, and DJI had a big booth here at that time, and
NAB,
yes, yeah, and we drove out to Lake Dolores, and so anyway, I know Tom and Ken Dono are going back out there on that Sunday. So if you're wanting to do that, I'm sure it's available. But there are places that are like 20 minutes away here. The Wetlands Park here, for example, is a beautiful spot, and there's a park here called Old Silver Bowl Park that you can fly, and that's where most of the FPV flyers in Las Vegas here kind of congregate every Sunday, and so they will be there, that Sunday too. And sometimes they actually put up. Sorry, I had to plug the phone in. they put up gates and things, and they have drone races actually physically there. So through with FPV drones and Cinewhoops and all that kind of stuff there.
Hey, Bob, can I
Ron will
ask
be
you?
out there with his
Yeah.
video.
Well, I was going to ask you. I was going to ask Marcus. We're not particularly into FPV that much. Are there any good places for camera drone pilots?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Some great spots. I know everybody's seen the 7 Magic Mountains.
Oh,
These 7 stacks of rocks out there in the middle of the desert.
that sounds
That's
good.
about a 35-minute drive from the hotel.
Okay.
It's a beautiful spot. There's a kind of an abandoned city here. There's still a few people living there. It's called Good Springs, Nevada, and there are structures still standing from like the late 1800s that are
Wow.
still standing. This was a mining town. This was what the gold
okay.
rush, the silver mine rush, the and there's structures still standing there, and we've flown camera drones there all over that little city and beautiful
Okay.
spots
So
there.
about half hour away. Good.
Not yet.
I think
Maybe
my
about 40
strategy would be. I
minutes.
don't know about you, Marcus, but I'd rather than go 2 hours to one spot, I'd rather take short drives to hit a bunch of spots.
Right.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Right. Make the whole day, that
Yeah.
whole Sunday of multiple drone spots.
Charge
Yes,
a bunch of batteries.
Yeah.
Yes. Bring
Bring batteries.
But we're kind of trying to map out where the bathrooms are,
Oh, we
where
need
you can
bathrooms. We need
get
bathrooms.
gas, where you can, where you can eat out, if you're going out there, there's a variety of places. You're at State Line, Nevada there, where, this actual line between Nevada and California. And you can actually go across the state line and buy lottery tickets,
Oh.
Famous for gambling here, but the lottery is illegal in the state of Nevada.
Right.
You can't buy lottery tickets here.
Yeah. Well, in New Jersey, we have casinos of course, right down the street in the city. And we also could buy lottery tickets. So we have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, guys. I'm sorry, I got to run. I'm doing a lot of things today. I just wanted to jump in, but before I go, Marcus wants me to go widescreen. So I want to do this now because if you lose me, it doesn't matter because I'm going anyways. So let me see if I can hit the magic button here and go wide.
Okay.
It'll work. Look at
Boom.
that.
There you are.
Wide. But my head's still blocking Lucy.
Ron, make sure
we're
you
seeing
give Susan
Lucy real good.
I will. She's down at the beach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows? I may see some of you guys later on tonight in a couple hours. Who knows?
We may.
Who knows?
We'd be thrilled. It's All right,
okay.
Ron.
I can't see the chat from the phone, so if anybody was saying hello to me in the chat or anything, I'm sorry I ignored you. I don't know how to get the chats up on the phone. So thank you anybody that reached out to me, said anything to me in the chats and so on. And thanks everybody who joined this show to see Bob's show and to see Marcus and I and whatever. So thanks and goodbye, and we'll see you in the next one, folks.
Okay.
I don't know how to get off. I don't know how to get off of here though, so I may be keep on talking, and you may see me fiddling around with buttons for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. I have no idea either. I had to figure out how to get a guest onto the show here. For anybody that's doing this on the phone, in the bottom of the screen here, the guest a dot, like a notification dot showed up on the guest little icon down there, and that's how I was able to see that Ron was there. That showed me guest there. So and of course I have no idea because I started this show on the computer, and now I'm doing the show from the phone, so I have no idea how to end this either.
Hey, here's the thing, Bob. It all worked out. So
it's what's going on. It is. It's all good. It's all good. Well, Marcus, I'm telling you, we're really excited about seeing you here in Las Vegas in November. I know a lot of people who watch your channel. I know that they want to come to Las Vegas and be able to fly with you and talk drones with you and I know that there's a lot of other people who will be here in Las Vegas that you can connect with and fly drones with and ask questions of. We are making this available to the newbies out there, people that haven't flown a lot of drones before.
Come on in.
DJ, yeah, we want to help you learn. DJI is bringing people to that can instruct you. If you've just got a drone, bring it along, and we will have people to help you here. So it's going to be a little different kind of a meetup, but I think it's we love what's going on, but we'll make it different.
I am beyond excited. I can't wait.
I know Michael Wright's, bringing a few people. I think he's going to bring Bruce, Brad Alston, Brad B-Rad. And we are looking forward to, I know it's kind of it's getting to be the last minute, but I have to tell you, now is the time to make your hotel reservations. We have a few weeks left of our hotel rates at the hotel, so that's not going to last forever. Like I say, it's a limited time that they're offering that. So if you're thinking at all about it, make the reservation now so you have it. And we'll move forward.
I want to interject, Bob. You called it a hotel. It is not a hotel. It's a resort, and people need to understand that you are going to have a resort experience. So,
yeah, it is a beautiful place, and like I say, they've cut their price, and they've it's really just a few bucks more than the Hampton Inn in Stewart. It's not a huge difference here. So we're hoping as many of you that can get to here and enjoy this time with us. All right, good. Marcus, anything you want to close out with?
What I'll say is here in Idaho, at least, we're getting into fall, and that is such a fun time to fly drones. The leaves will start to turn and the weather has cooled off. We had a really blistering hot summer. In fact, we still have fires everywhere, and that's a problem. However, that will end in the fall, and it is a great time to get out there and fly your drones. So, get out there and fly and have some fun, and make sure you get signed up for the Las Vegas drone meetup. And if you're of a mind to it, get signed up for that cruise before the South Florida meetup. And let's all just get together and have fun.
Yeah, it's I'm excited. I'm scared. It's our first one here, and we really want to see it be a success. And we're starting to make plans for the second one. And what we can do, and it's really going to be I think a special time in our industry. And of course, we're at this turning point in the hobby of drones. Call your senator, call their office today, tell them how you feel, call your congressman. I know that they just passed this bill. It passed with a voice vote. And, we are anxious to make sure that, the drone hobby continues to be a viable thing in the United States.
Absolutely. Hear, hear.
All right. Thanks. Stay peaceful. Okay. We're going to talk to you all soon. I'm going to hit the button here and end the stream. Thank you all. Thank you, Marcus. I really appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.